How's it going, guys? RealRadman here, back at it again with another video, and today we got NASCAR Heat Evolution Dev Diary number 5. This is the last one that will come out before the game releases. It is about the cars, the tire model, the physics, basically what I really want to talk about, so let's get right into it.
Rated E for everyone.
So in developing the physics model, we're really trying to make sure that when somebody plays the game, they feel like they're driving a heavy stock car.
It's all about the certain kind of feel of racing, the kind of feel about how the AI should behave that we had solved in the past, and we're trying to say, like, how do we bring it up to a modern version of it?
When we knew what the specs were going to be on the 2016 car, we got the schematics from NASCAR. And then we sent our photographer to some of the race teams, and then she took photos of those. Really nice, tight, high-quality photos so that our car artist was able to go in and represent the real-world car in the game.
You know, this developer must have had a lot of work with photography because the tracks were taken by photographs, the cars taken by photographs. So this game is really based on photography and artists. So big shout out to all the artists on this game because it is a pretty good looking game, and this is all handmade basically. No models or anything. This is, you know, photographs, and they have to make it themselves. So it is a pretty good looking game for the direction that they are going. So I give DMR credit for that.
A key part of any driving simulation is what the tire model is, and that's what makes the car go around the track.
Wait, so you're telling me that tires and tire models like make the car go around the track? To be honest, I did not think that was the case. I thought this entire time that stock cars were actually boats. They were like hovercrafts, and you would just go on the asphalt and just glide over it. So that's why the tracks have banking. So that way you could kind of just like swoop around just like a freaking train track basically, just on water. This entire time I thought stock cars literally had no wheels. Like, no joke. I thought it was just basically like a boat, the NASCAR boating series. But I guess I was wrong there. I'm just kidding, guys. Let's be in reality here. The tire model is very important. It is something that I have not talked about, and they have not talked about a lot. Mainly because there's not really much to say on it. You kind of have to play the game to get the true feel. But the tire model is very, very important to this game, and I'm hoping that it's good. I would like to see that if you have a hard compound tire on a new asphalt track, that you're kind of sliding a little bit everywhere, and a soft tire would give you a lot of grip, but it falls off quickly. That's what I would like to see, but we just have to wait and wait for that. So what I saw earlier at Atlanta I was not very pleased about, but hopefully it is fixed for the release of the game. I don't know, we'll see.
And we had a tire model that we felt was realistic but forgiving for somebody. So if you started losing control, you can kind of get it back in control and keep racing. You know, no one wants to be in a race facing the wrong way and having the pack kind of pull away from you. And so the idea was, how do we make a driving model that is really interesting and realistic but also forgiving to the player?
Alright, so right here, when he's explaining how the simulation model could be forgiving, this is where it gets me a little bit worried, mainly because I don't think it should be forgiving. I think the simulation model should be very, what is it, realistic? I mean, that's basically what a simulation model goes for. And in real life, I don't think the car would catch itself because you got loose. You have to fight to get the car back in control. It's kind of like an instinct thing. If you've ever been in a race car, it's just an instinct where you feel the back end going out and then you have to catch it. But you don't just sit there and it catches itself. So the way he explained it, that's what it sounded like, and hopefully it's not like that. That if you're just turning left and you get loose, that the car just kind of like just catches itself somehow. I hope it's not that way. Just the way he made it sound like, that's what it sounded like it would be. So I don't think it would be like that. I'm very strong on that. I feel like if you start losing the back end or if you start sliding, it should be a progressive slide until you can use throttle control and the steering input to correct the car. That's what I feel like it should be, but we will see when the game comes out. Just like I said, I haven't played it, so I can't really say anything about that.
The one thing when you play like normal physics, we turn on some aids to make sure that the car stays on the track. So you get people to be like, whoa, 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 I can't control this. I just touched the apron, I'm spinning out. So we leave it to the player to kind of increase the difficulty in terms of physics as much as they feel they can handle. But if they want to max out the physics to their hearts, they can. I mean, you had every option that you can think of, just like in real life.
We knew we wanted about a year of tuning of driving and physics adjustments and AI adjustments, so it was very important for us to get that running quickly so we can put in the hundreds and hundreds of hours of racing to kind of like feel like we can get the tuning each track, tuning each setup, tuning the whole experience.
All right, so that's the end of the clip, and I still have a lot to say about that last 30 seconds there. So the video is not over yet, but I did talk to Jeff Favignano. You guys know him. He sent me a message about how he really likes the G27. That's his steering wheel that he uses for the game, and how simulation mode kind of it really steps up once you put the wheel in. And that made me think to myself a little bit. I was wondering, okay, so they've been saying how they're really working on the physics and the tire model. The vibe that I'm getting from this game is that if you have a wheel, if you have a really good wheel, I recommend going with the wheel, because it sounds like that the simulation mode in this game really works with the wheel. Now, if you guys remember some of the gameplay clips from earlier, how the car looks twitchy, that's what I'm worried about with the controller. The controller looks like the car will be really twitchy, while the wheel you can be very stable and very steady, and we will see how that goes. Hopefully it's not that way for the controller, because we haven't really seen someone great at the pad play NASCAR Heat Evolution. If Jeff would go on the pad, he kind of struggles a little bit because Jeff always plays on the wheel. That's how it is. Just like I play on the pad, the controller, and if I went to a wheel, basically the first week I would struggle because I've never played a racing game on a wheel. That's not how I played the games. So that's something that I don't really know how that's going to go. Hopefully two things. Hopefully the controller and the pad and the wheel, there's no real difference in speed between one or the other. That way it doesn't matter if you're on a controller or a wheel, you can always be as fast as the other. And number two, hopefully that the physics react the same way on a wheel as it does on a controller, and it doesn't feel twitchy on a controller. So just a couple of things there that I thought I had to say. And yeah, guys, that is it for the video. The game comes out in about 3 days. Keep aware for Monday afternoon around 2 o'clock. I will be uploading basically my last NASCAR Heat Evolution video before the game comes out. So I'm going to be announcing something Monday afternoon, so just be aware for that. It's about online racing basically, so just be aware for that, because the game comes out Monday night / Tuesday morning at midnight, and then I will be recording and trying to get all the content out there for you guys. But there is an announcement Monday afternoon, so just make sure about that. Make sure you check the channel for that. And yeah, guys, that is it. Make sure if you like this video, hit that like button, and if you're new to the channel, make sure you subscribe. And I hope you guys are having a great day. I will see you guys later, and peace out.
Then one night as I closed my eyes, I saw a shadow flying high. He came to me with the sweetest smile, told me he wanted to talk for a while. He said, Peter Pan, that's what they call me. I promise that you'll never be